Hello my friends, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my Gig-Olos and Gigolettes. It's me, Gio. Y'all know who the fuck it is. Alrighty. It's 9:36 in the AM. I am doing the most amount of TaskRabbit jobs ever in one day. I've got 5 today, and I'm done with my first one. Awesome. I'm gonna stop at the Mariano's and use the bathroom. Winning. All right. Yeah, last night was pretty cool. Watched the UFC 253. Lost my ass on a couple of bets. Reyes and I was on a streak. I was last week. I know a lot of you guys don't care about this stuff, but last week I put $100 on this heavily favored Brazilian fighter, women fighter, and then every fight I just rolled those winnings into my picks, right? And I won, I think, 5 out of 6 last week, and the only one I didn't win was the draw for Cerrone and Price. So I made like 130 something bucks. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep this going. So I put $30 on one fighter, he won, rolled that into another one, that one won. I had 3 in a row. I think I actually had 4 in a row last night, and then on one of the fights, it was a stupid decision, and I lost. It was between the Russian and the Nigerian that fights out of Canada. And then I put 140 on Reyes because I thought Reyes was gonna fucking destroy Blachowicz. That was dead wrong. And then I put $100 on Adesanya, and he won. So I lost $70 yesterday. Anyway, so you know, me and the girlfriend were gonna be drinking, so I'm like, you know what, we took a Lyft to my friend's house. That was okay. There was nothing uneventful about that. And then on the way back, it was a very awkward Lyft driver, man. Like, you know, obviously I'm not, don't knock a man's hustle, right? But man, he was a newbie. I was like, I don't know, like first when he pulled up, he wasn't even like slowing down as he was coming to the address. Like, he wasn't like speeding down this block, but he wasn't like, it didn't look like he was looking for an address. He was just like going along at like 15 miles per hour. And he rolled past us like 20 feet. I'm just like, yo! And then the brake slammed, and I'm like, okay, all right. So I called out to him, and then he parked. We got in the car. I don't know. This is one of the things where I kind of like, I separate myself from other drivers. They always say, like, he asked for my name, right? You know, how often do you guys get the fucking wrong passenger? You know, I don't know, like his tone was just not, it was odd. He was like, what's your name? And I was like, Gio. And he's like, okay, all right. And then the entire ride, and most of it was on the highway, he had, and I got a video of it, and I'll put it over here. The entire ride, he didn't have a phone mount. The phone was in his hand. Oh yeah, and here's another thing too I thought was odd. When the ride started, when he started the trip, I saw him write something down, like on a notepad. I don't know. I didn't like look over his shoulder and see what the hell he's doing, but I'm like, he sat there and he had a notepad and he scribbled something down, he wrote down, and then he started the ride. I'm just like, oh, okay. I mean, I'm a guy with 21,000 trips. I've never logged anything on a physical piece of paper in terms of Uber or Lyft passengers or Via or whatever. Never done it. Not entirely sure what he was doing there. So then, yeah, so we're going home, and he was, the phone, like in the video, you see like the phone was in his hand. It wasn't on a mount, and he's looking, and we're on the highway doing 70, you know, and he's got the, and the exit that we had to take to get to our house, like there's lots of construction pylons and shit like that, and I hear him getting fucking like, you know, when he got on the exit, I like, because he was just, and I'm just like, whoa, what's going on here? And he dropped us off, and then, like, I don't know if this guy maybe he was uncomfortable or what, but he dropped us off, and he's like, here you go. I'm like, all right, man, have a good one. I said, have a good one. And he said, you're welcome. And I'm like, which, I mean, that's, you know, you get stuck in your ways sometimes. Like, for example, for me, I've had it to where I'm dropping my mom off somewhere, right? I'm taking my mom somewhere, and I'm like, okay, enjoy whatever. I'll be like, thanks for riding or something. Thanks for the ride. And my mom will look at me. She's like, you know, you're not doing rideshare right now, right? I'm like, oh yeah. So like maybe he's just used to people saying thank you, and he just routinely says you're welcome. So we get in the house, right? Put the leash on Pancake, take Pancake out because she's been by herself for a few hours at this point. So take Pancake out, and I'm walking Pancake, and the Lyft driver is in front of my house. He's still in front of our house. He's just sitting there. He's just fucking sitting there, and I see him like on his phone. He's checking his phone, and like he's got his dome light on. And I'm just like, what is this dude doing, right? And then, so after this had to be going on for like 4 minutes. Easily, this was going on for like 4 minutes, and then finally he because I know he had another ride queued up because I saw it on his phone. There was another passenger, and then he leaves. He goes south down the street, and then we're still out there. We're walking Pancake, and then I see him like I see the same guy heading back north. So he clearly got turned around. So he's heading back north, and then because this guy the phone is not on a mount and he's not paying attention to the road, he fucking slammed on the brakes at a street where there's no, like, he thought there was a stop sign. There was no stop sign! And I'm there with Pancake and Kasha, and she's just like, what the fuck is up with this guy? And I'm like, he's fucking, like, he's paying so much attention. He's got his phone in his hand, right? I'm like, here's the thing, guys. Don't they even tell you when you're onboarding for, like, I haven't been a new driver in, what, 5 years? Don't they tell you to get a mount? Like, don't they tell you to place your phone on a magnet mount or on any kind of like vent mount or something? Anything, right? But then I remember I took a screenshot of his driver profile, and it said he's 10 days in, right? It's set on a thing, active 10 days, 60 rides. I'm like, dude, this guy's not gonna fucking make it. He's not gonna. Unfortunately, this guy is not gonna last. And this is why, like, stuff like that is kind of why, like, channels like this exist. It's like, you know, you learn how to do things a certain way, but I mean, that's just common sense. You should have a mount, a phone mount, right? Like, I haven't rated him yet, but I'm not gonna give him a good rating. I can't. That's really bad. Where's our Mario? Okay. Sorry, I gotta stop and drop heat before my next task. had a lot of pizza and alcohol last night, so I got a big one brewing over here. Yeah, so I don't know. Like I said, this guy was older, you know, so probably not really involved in any social media when it comes to being a rideshare driver. So probably isn't aware of the Facebook groups, even though the Facebook groups, from what I remember, is nothing but a bunch of people complaining all the time. Probably doesn't watch any YouTube videos. Clearly doesn't watch any YouTube videos. So yeah. All right, that's all I got for this one, guys. I wanted to show you what is clearly he's not gonna last. I mean, I hate to say it, this dude's gonna get into a car. He almost fucking got into a car accident, not within the car, but the highway was empty. Like, how could you do an airport ride in traffic with your, you know, when you're constantly looking at your phone? I don't understand. So, all right, guys, that's all I got for this one. I want to thank y'all for watching. Everyone, please stay safe, stay driven, stay healthy, stay classy. I'll talk to you next time.